Hey, thanks for slithering in. I am Symtherin and welcome back to my channel and to another speed build into Sims 4. I hope you're comfortable. I hope you have a snack and your favorite beverage because I've got a long one for you guys here today. We are in Henford-on-Bagley on a 64 by 64 lot. Now, I don't think I've ever built on a 64 by 64 lot, or if I have, it's been a really long time. But many years ago I did like start a series of like building castles based off each Hogwarts house that I never finished. Those were pretty big builds, but I still don't think those were even on lots this big. So yikes. But I actually had a lot of fun and I really leaned heavily in on the landscaping here. We're already kicking it off, but this build is also part of a collab that my good friend Witching Mermaid hosted. It is called the Sims 4 Zodiac collab. Yeah, that's it. So basically our assignment was to build something based off of our Zodiac sign. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that too. But I'm just happy you're here with us, and the exterior is really coming along. I actually really like the exterior. I get nervous with big builds like this, and it came along pretty well. So if at any point you feel inclined and you do enjoy the video, make sure you do all the things that the algorithm loves. You know, big thumbs up down there. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to get notifications of any future uploads. So first off, before we really get into the Zodiac part of this, make sure you guys are checking out all of the other creators and their builds. All of their information and social media handles and things will be in the description down below. And yeah, definitely go share some love there and check out what Zodiac signs they built for. I've seen some amazing builds because there's a ton of amazing builders. If I haven't said that already, I'm saying it again. So please do go check them out and say hello, give them a follow and all that good stuff. But I am a Pisces. Some of you may know that already. I'm a March baby. Honestly, the best side of March. Just saying. Sorry, my Aries friends. But yeah, I did not. Well, first off, I am not a Zodiac expert. I don't pretend to be. However, I really do love reading about the Zodiac signs, learning about them. I mean, my TikTok For You page is literally like all those Zodiac people. Like, I love it. I just love the idea of it. And I love looking at my horoscope from time to time. I don't do it as often as I used to, but I do like doing that. And yeah, it's really fun. But I am a Pisces, and I didn't do any like research before I really jumped into this build. I was like, I'm a Pisces, so I'm gonna build a house that I would very much like to live in, and honestly, I would very much like to live in this house. The first thing I thought of obviously was water. Pisces is a water sign, so I was like, we have debug waterfalls, and I love the ones that I used here. Both are from Discover University, and I was like, I am on this big lot, I might as well do a big thing with waterfalls and maybe a lake or a pond, and that's what happened here. So this house is pretty much up on a hill. We're gonna put a bunch of debug rocks around, and two waterfalls kind of like hugging it. It felt super cozy. A lot of the landscaping I'm going to kind of skip over for the sake of time because it took me a while. I won't even tell you how long it took me because this build took me definitely a few days. However, I do have to say, in the past, a build this big probably would have taken me much longer than a few days. So I'm actually pretty proud of myself for this one. I have always felt like I related pretty well to the Pisces sign. Pisces are and I don't have anything up in front of me, so if I get something wrong or off, I'm going off memory here. But Pisces are pretty creative. I like to say that I'm creative. I guess that really depends, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So whatever, I feel like I'm creative, or I try to be. Empathetic. I am definitely very empathetic. If someone's feeling bad, I feel bad. Even if I don't know why they're feeling bad, it's just a vibe I get, you know? And definitely like being surrounded by nature. At least I do. Maybe not all Pisces are introverted, but I am very introverted. I actually really love weeping willow trees, and my biggest like fantasy is just having a picnic under one, reading a book or two. So that's where this kind of spot came about. Inside, there's definitely a lot of blues. That is pretty much the main color scheme throughout the whole build. Even the exterior is all blue. I was like, duh. Even though I think the Pisces color is more of a sea green minty thing. But I always think blue, you know. Also, in the pond and the water features around the build, I did put a lot of those like fish live object things that we got in a base game update. Wow, so long ago. Whew, I don't even know. That was very long ago. But yeah, I really had fun with this build overall. And we are already in the interior, and we still got a long ways to go. We have 3 bedrooms in here, a full-on library because I am a book lover. I may have talked like in a few videos recently about how I got back into book reading. I'm currently in between books, so if you have any suggestions, you know, put them down in the comments below. I'm recently into more of the romance fantasy genre, if you catch my drift, so keep that in mind. I just read pretty much all of Sarah J. Maas, like, universe, except for Throne of Glass, but anything in that realm. But yeah, I thought this rug here from the Horse Ranch pack was very perfect. It's kind of got like the wave looking thing for the water sign and all that good stuff. It is super fun. And fun fact about me is that, yes, I'm a Pisces, but so is my boyfriend. Me and my boyfriend actually have the same birthday. It's kind of wild to think about it, but the big pro is he can never forget my birthday. Am I right? I mean, that would be pretty sad if he did. We're like 12 hours apart if you really want to break it down, but I don't know, we make it work because I feel like we both really value our alone time, and that is honestly such a godsend for me because I really do like my alone time. I get very drained, and I think I've talked about it before too, if not here on social media, but my battery drains pretty quickly. But yeah, that's just a little fun Pisces fact about me, and I guess my boyfriend too. We're both Pisces, which I think is funny because the Pisces is represented by 2 fish, so I feel in my head that's like perfect. It's really fitting. So here we are working on the library. As I mentioned before, I really wanted to make sure there was a nice big library, a wall of books, as I said, but there are a ton of like bookcases in this house, not just in here. There's one in the dining room, there's a couple upstairs in the bedrooms, a lot of good stuff. I tried to make sure there was a lot of space for creative activities. Right outside the library, I do have like a little painting section, so your Sims can paint and be creative in that sense. Here, the colors are gonna move from light blue to more of a dark blue. I think I was just trying to make it cohesive throughout the build a little bit, so I kind of go back and forth with it for a little while. But yeah, that's pretty much the build, I think. So let me know down in the comments below what your zodiac sign is. I am definitely very curious. And if you are also a Pisces, would you live here? Does this feel Pisces to you? Or if you're a zodiac expert, does this feel Pisces to you? Like I said, I didn't do much research. I just was like trusting myself and going with what I would have liked if I was, well, if I was a Pisces. I am a Pisces. All right, I'm getting rambly now because it's been a long week, guys. I've been pretty exhausted, and that's just because holiday season has officially kicked off at work. And if you work in retail or, well, pretty much retail, you know what it's like. You know, it's like just making sure everything's ready for the holidays, ready to go. All your hiring, the next 2 months is going to fly by fast, and all we can do is hold on. So if you're in the retail industry, thank you for everything you do, and hang in there. You got this. And for anyone else, if you're out shopping and doing your Christmas shopping or just going places, going to eat, please be nice to your staff, the people who are helping you, because they're stressed too. We're all stressed. It's a stressful time of year. So just remember to be kind. That's all. I guess that's my public service announcement for today, friends. We also got some fun, interesting news from The Sims today. By today, I mean the day that I'm recording this voiceover. By the time you're seeing it, it's been like 2 days plus, depending on when you're watching this video in the future. Ooh, I'm from the past. But the Sims team dropped a first official like teaser trailer look at the new expansion pack and the final expansion pack of the year. We are getting apartments, y'all. Oh my god. So the pack is named For Rent, and the world is based off of like Southeast Asian countries, which is super cool. I cannot wait to get my hands on a lot of these build by items that I was peeking. It was so cool. I really can't wait. But the whole premise of the pack is now you can pretty much be like a property owner or a landlord, and you can build multifamily homes, which is so exciting. I can't wait. I feel like a lot of people have been asking for that for many years. It's not something that was like on my I must have this list, mostly because I am just a builder, and I say this all the time, so I'm sorry if I'm beating a dead horse, but I don't do much gameplay, so the functionality of multi-unit builds does not really like, it's not make or break for me, but I can see why it's like awesome as well. And now I'd even feel more inclined to do more multi like family homes, you know? You know what I mean? Also, I could even probably recreate the apartment building that I grew up in, which is actually kind of fun to think about. So I could have done it before, but now it would actually be functional, and that's exciting. So let me know. Also, I'm asking a lot of you guys today. I'm sorry, lots of questions, but it's a long video. So if you're sitting here just watching it, you might as well answer some of my questions, right? You know, give me some engagement. But or don't. You don't have to. No pressure. Anyway, but let me know what you're looking forward to the most for the new expansion pack. I almost said game pack, but no game packs this year. And it's also kind of sad thinking that this is our only like DLC that we're getting for the end of the year. It's kind of a bummer. No kits or anything, but that's okay. It's the end of the year. What's on your wish list for The Sims next year? That's another good one to throw in the comments down below. Maybe we'll talk about it in a future video. Like, you know, we've got a few more speed builds coming for the rest of the year. Trust me. Here we are in the living room. Woohoo! Yeah, this is a long one. So I was trying to make these couches work, but they didn't. So I don't know. I always want to make those couches work, but they feel too plasticky to me sometimes, and I'm like, I want to use them so bad, but I can't. But it's okay. I use these base game ones instead, which I absolutely love these base game couches. I think they're the best base game couch we have, honestly. And you can fight me on it. Yeah, this living room's pretty simple. Couple couches in the corner there by the big window. That's where I put the art easel. In the back there, I put another couch and reading nook area. Not too exciting, I guess. Yeah, that's fun. What else is going on in your guys' lives, you know? Trying to think. What else is going on in my life? My life is pretty much just work right now and Sims. My doggo, one of my doggos, he's been to a couple of vets. He's unfortunately starting to lose the use of his back legs, which I feel like we kind of knew it was coming. He's purebred German Shepherd, so he already had that against him. And he's 9 now. He's not terribly old, but he's getting up there. So we're just doing our best to keep him comfortable and keep him mobile for as long as we can. But that's really the biggest thing going on in my life currently. And that's pretty much also why I've been pretty quiet on social media. And I know I'm not usually the most active on social media, but I feel like I've been a little more quiet than usual, especially over on Instagram. I don't go on there as much and interact with like other people's builds as much as I would like to. And that's because a lot of my time is being split up right now in my focus. But that's okay. We're going to get through it. We're going to get back to it. Here I put it's another creative space. Because if you go to skills and activities, bars are actually under the creativity little tab, right? So you can make some drinks. I guess you have to be pretty creative to make drinks, especially if you're like creating your own from scratch, and that could be fun. Cooking can be creative, baking, right? We've got that. We've got a lot of creative skill building items in this build, like I said. And then on this wall, we just put like a fish tank because we need to represent the fishies up in here, right? I should have put some in there, but I didn't. And then, you know, shoe rack and coat rack, your little entrance area. Back here on this wall is just some more storage. Just another chance to, you know, get some clutter in because I love me some clutter, as you guys may know. So yeah, the upstairs is really when we're going to get into some fun, maybe playing with different shades of blue and different, like, personality types, I guess. Because this is a family home. The max Sims I believe you can fit in this house is 2, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, 6. But there's like a playroom, which we are working on right now, that you can very easily turn into another bedroom if you need to, and you can probably fit like 2 more beds in here. So you can really get to the max 8 Sims. And when I say 6 Sims, one of them should be a baby because we have like a little nursery in here, which I thought was super cute. But this room was so much fun. I was like, I really need to bring out or have like a space where it's really all about the fishy theme, right? Because we are Pisces after all, and we love being in the water. I love being in the water. That was like always my favorite, and I always forget about that until I'm actually in a pool and I'm like, I love being in the water. Like if I was a mermaid, I would be happy, honestly. But yeah, this was so fun. We have a piano up here, another creative skill, so that could be fun to use. I also put the puppet box theater thing that kids can use. I forget which pack that comes from. It might be Parenthood, actually. It might be. Yep, or is it Kids Room? I think it's Kids Room. But I was like, the kids need to be creative too. And I used to love puppets and storytelling. Well, I still like storytelling, but I always thought that was fun as a kid too. So it's super creative, and I don't know, I just really like how this room turned out. I do skip over decorating the bathrooms and decorating the hallways. We do have a space for laundry in here, which is another activity for your Sims to do. Maybe not so creative, but very boring, to be honest. I hate doing laundry. Also, I do want to mention I did try to cut out a lot of the camera jerkiness going up and down. It's unfortunate because when you use the terrain tool, especially like doing different levels and things, you do increase your risk of your camera jerking up, jerking down, and all that stuff. So I should have mentioned that earlier because there were probably some jerky moments, but I'm going to mention it now, and I'm sorry for that if I didn't get them all. I did do my best, but trust me, I was getting so annoyed when I was trying to build this. I was like, oh my god, will you just stay in one place? You silly camera. Jeez. But this bedroom, it came out pretty cute. I felt like it was like more jerkiness. I'm so sorry. I was really going for more of that nautical theme. I liked meshing more light tone browns in here. I imagined this would be like the parents' room. We've got a crib there for your infant. And we actually separate some of this room. I did think at first of making it another room altogether, but then when I separated it, this bedroom felt really cramped and unusable. So instead, I open it back up. Here I'm playing with that idea, right? So bear with me. But instead, I open it up with spandrels, and that's where the nursery goes. So the nursery is kind of built into the parents' bedroom, but I imagine when it's done being a nursery, you can either turn it into an ensuite bathroom, you can turn it into a walk-in closet, or you can close that space off and make it another bedroom if you need the space for that as well. So possibilities for, tweaking this build are really endless. Just like with any of my other builds, it is up on the gallery. My gallery ID is Symtherin, just like it is here. You can pull it from there or any of my other builds, tweak it to your heart's desire. All I ask is you just don't re-upload it. So don't claim it as your own. Or if you make tweaks to it and re-upload it, maybe just say like, hey, this was Symtherin's build, but I tweaked it a little bit. I'm totally cool with that. But just don't completely not acknowledge it. And that goes for any other builder. Honestly, just plagiarism is not cool. Guys, it's not cool. It really isn't. But yeah, we have a changing table here. Overall, I felt like this was very cozy, very bright. I love the big windows in some of these rooms. This one room here next door that we're working on, I wanted it to be more teenager feeling, maybe more glam. The parents' bedroom was a little more traditional and nautical, and then here I wanted to be kind of opposite, because I feel like a teenager room usually should be almost completely opposite from the rest of the build, because they're in their rebellious stage and they just want to be different from their family and different from everybody else. At least, in my mind, that's how family dynamics work in my head. I don't know. Maybe I should see a therapist. Maybe one day. Therapy is cool. Like, really, I'm not trashing on therapy. I want to make that clear. I think it's very important. I just not currently in, I'll stop talking now. But I really liked using some more of these black tones in here, kind of getting away from the wood tone. I'm still trying to pick out a bed, but I think I end up with this one. Or do I go back to the dark wood? I can't even remember. Don't ask me. We'll figure it out together. But it was so fun. I really like this build. I really had fun with this collab, honestly. So once again, thank you, Witching Mermaid, for inviting me to join this collab. It was really fun to work on. And please, guys, go check out Witching Mermaid and all of the other builders. They're all listed down below in the description. So can't say that I didn't tell you, okay? What else? And do all the algorithm, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. What's your zodiac sign? What are you most excited for in the new Sims 4 expansion pack for rent? Let me know. Yeah, I'm excited to hear what you guys think of this build too. So we are almost done. I do want to say that the other bedroom, I did record it on camera, but the footage was way too jerky, so much more than every other room, that I just kept it out completely. And that is a kid's room. I went for a lot more fun, lighthearted, like, I'm a child, like, world's my oyster kind of thing. And I thought it came out pretty cute too. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching so much. I really appreciate you sticking through. If you watched the full video or just portions of it, honestly, every little bit helps. And yeah, I am going to see you guys in the next one. I think that's about it. I'll probably just end it here instead of rambling on and on and on. So enjoy the video tour, check out the screenshots, and don't forget to check out everyone who participated in this amazing, super fun collab. Thanks again. Bye!